All right, we're 900 points. I'm going to do this unpackme.py. I think what we're going to do is try and do one from each category.
Okay.
And then see how we get round back to binary and see how
So is there a list of the ones that we have accomplished, or do they just get grayed out?
they get grayed out. Um,
Okay.
if on this account at least, so my event entry account. Um, so yeah, so what I've done is I've downloaded that file here. I haven't actually run it. I just downloaded it. You can see I downloaded it there.
Oh,
Put it in the right folder. There we go.
you just downloaded the exact same one I just downloaded.
Excellent. So this is the file. The warning signs on running this. It's got an exec. Exec is banned in any good code standards, so don't use exec. It's a security hole straight away. But exec is basically calling an interpreter to interpret whatever this is. It's also using Fernet to decrypt it. So what it's doing here is it's got this here is a base 64 encoded string, and you can tell that without looking at it without looking at what it's doing to it, because base 64 have to be a multiple of 3 bytes. So if it was exactly a multiple, you wouldn't have any equals. It was 1 byte off it, 1 equals. If it was 2 bytes off it, would be 3 equals, or 2 equals. So you never see a 3 equals on the end of and more than usually you see 1 or 2 equals.
So the equals are just padding, essentially.
Yeah, those are the padding bits at the end of a base 64 string. So if you see one with none, it can still maybe base 64. The other giveaway is the content is you sort of look at it and it doesn't have things like quote marks or slashes. It's not hex, like it's obviously not hex. Sort of the distribution of letters to numbers is quite distinctive as base 64. So you can look at this and go, yeah, it's a base 64 string. Without any other binary characters or punctuation. I think there's hyphens. You can have hyphens and underscores, maybe. Yeah, underscores and hyphens. But you don't get any full stops or question marks, any of the things. That's what gives this away as a base 64 string that I'm going at.
Oh, interesting.
So if you ever see this sort of anything that looks like that, try it as base 64. And interestingly, if the padding's wrong, like if you've got partial base 64, you can so if I gave you like this much, you could still decode it. You might have to mess around with the padding. It's not like you have to know what was in front. It's not encrypted. Or this is what is encrypted, but you could decode it by putting the right padding on the end, just putting some equal signs on the end.
And I suppose the base 64 is a big hint as well.
Yeah, indeed. Looking through it, it's like very much a hint. So basically, it's decrypting
Fernet
it.
is that
It's an inbuilt.
Some encrypted or some encryption method? Is it?
Yeah, it's a pretty standard. You could Google it and.
I will.
Now this particular one, what it's going to do is it's going to decrypt it using the code key it's already got in here. And it's going to run that code, and I really don't want it to do that. So we're just going to find the right key combination on my keyboard, which is a comment, which is definitely that one. And cryptography is a nasty library to install, actually. It's installed fine, excellent. I'm actually going to print that off at that point. Oh, I'm actually run the program. There we go. That's the Python it's actually going to run.
Battery
There's
horse.
also some hints here because it's using stapler here. The XKCD joke for a good password is.
Have you seen my stapler?
Is battery horse staple. In fact, I'm just gonna make a new file. Define the literal /ns and replace those with. I want it to be regex. So I want it to be /n/n. There we go. So that is the code it's going to execute. Should we have executed it? And that is
There's
the flag. There's the flag. And the password is battery horse. We could have run it and guessed it, given the correct staple here. We could have guessed battery horse was indeed the code, and this was Unpackme, giving us another 100 points, giving us up to a round of 1,000 points.
Ooh, nice and round 1,000.
Nice one, round 1,000. Yeah.
Yeah, let's stop right there until we can get 2,000.
We wanted to do a 1,000 point puzzle now. I mean, there is some 500 points down here. We should try some that more challenge points. Which is interesting that the other one we're doing today was 20 points. We really struggled with.
Yeah.
I'd say these are Python puzzles, and therefore kind of a thing.